Welcome to the Fem Prepper channel, where women come to get information to be more prepared. In this video, I'm going to go over some games you can play that don't require electricity or power. While under the stay-at-home order, I noticed that my family and I had a lot of downtime. I wanted to try to make our time together as meaningful as possible. I started looking around for games that we could play with each other that didn't require any electricity or power. We have a lot of video games, we have our phones, and those do keep our interest. But in the event of a power outage, I wanted to make sure we had enough games that we could play with each other to pass the time. I have a few types of games that I wanted to share with you, and maybe you could get some ideas of types of games that you and your family might enjoy playing during downtime or a power outage. The first game we have are dominoes. Dominoes is a pretty fun game to play. You could play with as minimal as 2 players or as much as 4 players. So this game is great for families. I also found a game that is pretty much a card game. It has different types of questions that it asks. And it gets you to thinking about how you would answer the question. For instance, this particular card says, if you could time travel to permanently alter one historical event, what would it be? So these actually get you to think and come up with different answers that might be interesting that your family may not have known about you. I also frequent the Dollar Tree for fun little cheap games that our family could play. I actually found a bingo set, and my kids actually love playing that particular game. I also found a Family Feud game that has cards for kids to answer, and it has cards for the parents to answer. So I thought this might be a fun little game to get your mind going. Uno is a classic game that my 6-year-old and I play very often. He likes to get a game in before he goes to bed at night. For this game, you want to make sure that your child at least knows their colors and their numbers. And it's a really good way to pass the time with your children, or they can play with each other. Another classic game are playing cards. I have regular cards right here, but I also was able to find some waterproof cards. So you don't have to worry about those getting wet. They're made of some type of plastic, and they're pretty easy to shuffle and easy to read. Last but not least are dice. There are many dice games that you can learn how to play, in addition to card games you can learn how to play. My suggestion would be to go onto the internet and print different games you can play with dice and cards, and that will give you the rules in case you want to try to learn how to play a new game during this time. So these are just a few types of games to give you an idea of maybe some type of games you can keep in your arsenal for if the power goes down, or just times like this where we're at home for a good amount of time with our family. In the comments below, let me know the types of games you like to play with your family. If you found any value in this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!